Hello and welcome to this Thursday's live Kriegspiel battle. I am Umpire James, and today we are doing a Sci-Fi Beloved Classic, The Last Starfighter, or a version of it. So we have three Gunstar teams fighting to hold back another invasion of the Kodan Armada under Emperor Zur. Alright, so I'm here with Gunstar 1. We have J-Rock and Jaco. And what are your orders?
We will hang put and only divert one power to life support.
Alright, that's easy. Alright, thanks. Alright, Diggle Grin, your gun star is orbiting the icy moon around Rylos. Uh,
Yep.
You're in between the moon's rocky ring and the planet itself. Gunstar 1's out beyond the ring behind an asteroid, and you're sitting next to Gunstar 2. Any orders?
Well, I assume that's meant to give you an idea of what things are going to look like. I am going to, for now, sit back here and wait for things to develop. Keep power mostly the way it is. Life support at 1. Just trying to think here real quick. Yeah, life support at 1. I'm gonna uh, probably inch up to the edge of the asteroid belt with one greater propulsion, maybe high propulsion belt, but other than that, leave everything mostly slow and steady for now. Also, you can go ahead and call me Dig or Spyro, whatever works. I know my name is very clumsy, but it's what I'm attached to.
No worries. Sorry, I have 7 move towns. Did you say move up 1?
Yeah, move up 1, but that's it.
Okay, 1, but that's
I don't know what the situation with the Kodan are, so what I want to do is hold back. I'm undermanned right now, so
okay. Got it. All right, gentlemen, you are in Gunstar 2. You're orbiting the icy moon that in turn orbits Rylos, the planet you're trying to defend. You are located or orbiting between the moon's rocky ring and the planet itself, next to Gunstar 3, with Gunstar 1 just beyond the ring behind an asteroid. Any orders?
Oh, do we see anything?
No. Not yet.
Okay. I guess we just wait for news from the front.
Okay. Got it, thank you.
Oh wait, can I go over like the current shields we're at if I start pumping energy into that?
No. 5's
Or is 5 the max?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right, thank you.
The shields are down? What's that mean?
I believe so.
I don't know what.
There's an energy barrier that was protecting the planet Rylos, but you guys have bored a hole
I
through it.
see.
So
Excellent.
you may move
Oh.
past the ship.
All right, so
Freely advance.
I'm going to give these orders in relation to my screenshot and how it looks on my screenshot. So
No problem.
my squadron is going to move up and to the left 3, and Chinleaf squadrons are going to move up and to the right 3, so that the 2 squadrons converge on each other right in front of the command ship.
Oh, so you're going backwards?
We're going backwards, we're going to blob up, and then we're going to fight them on turn 2. So we'll fly towards a central point in front of the command ship, hang a 180, and get ready to blast them next turn.
They're like invisible.
Yeah,
I don't know if you noticed
let
this.
go of it for a second. I'll show you. What you got to do,
Sure.
you got to super zoom in on it and then move it, and it won't do that.
It's relative to the camera. It's casting a ray. Oh, I see. I gotcha.
There's an invisible play barrier because this is a huge map, and so it's going over that barrier, which is why it's doing that.
Gotcha. Yeah, just zoom in more. I see.
But if you zoom in, and now you broke it. Just don't touch it. That's fine where it is.
Cool. Are both of the formations doing that? We started with your formation,
Yeah,
and then
he's controlling both right now, so.
yeah, you want all of them to move up and to the left, correct?
Or together.
Yeah.
Right, we got it.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you, friends.
Did something happen? Do you see this giant planet?
Giant planet.
I think I'm having a graphical issue or something because I'm seeing like right here the jungle planet just popped into existence.
Oh no, that's weird.
Okay, well, as long as it's not happening to you, I guess.
So are they moving forward?
Joe and Nappy both just are moving left, so like moving this way.
Okay.
And Zer wants both of the command ships to be moving just forward at a slow pace. It's hard to measure because they don't want to like slap down. There's like some weird edge over here
Yeah,
to
that's the map barrier. So they're going. So he's going forward, and they're going pure left.
yeah, I've already moved them to.
Okay, if you want to reorient them.
Yeah. They look like this. Okay. Yeah, and these scout ships move forward, and then Zer's command ships want to go up a little bit.
I moved the other one, so.
Oh, okay.
And
Sorry, I'll put it back.
And that one can't move because actually, I'm just gonna move them a little bit because I want to get into action.
Yeah.
We may do, depending on what they do, we'll give them a few rounds of putzing around, but we may speed them up just to get into contact.
Okay.
Okay, so let's.
I'm gonna load in and out real fast because there's a giant planet in the middle of my screen.
We don't have to like snip draw boxes for this one, right? We're just kind of like zooming our screen appropriately. They look like.
You can do it how you want. You can start with boxes. Once they get into the asteroids that limits their view, you'll have to do
To break the line of sight. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. The generators do not break line of sight, correct? And then the like clusters of asteroids, I assume, are being treated like woods, kind of.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Do you want me to do your screenshots, Prozan?
I'm getting them now. Just got slowed down by needing to reload.
Yeah, the planet thing's weird. I probably could have made the map smaller. I think in the end they're not going to hardly move past the asteroids, but.
Have you done a Starfighter scenario before?
I've done a couple Star Wars, which is pretty similar, and then I've done Ender's Game, which had its own
Oh, that's cool.
different flavor. So I've done variations on this kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And Zer. Does Zer get the vision of both ships?
Yeah, I might as well. At least to start.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go get my orders.
Command ship hit us, and they get lucky with a full rating.
You know what? Perfect timing.
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are sitting. So far, nothing's coming up on the scopes or radar or through the viewport canopy.
You think we might want to move over to one of those bigger asteroids on the right?
Nah. We're
Fair
going to
enough.
maintain life support and hang tight.
Okay.
By the way, how much HP does the ship have outside of its shields?
None. Don't let your shields go to 0.
Oh, I see.
Maybe a little bit, but you need your shields. Alright. Thank you. Alright, Gunstar 3. You move up a little bit closer to the belt, asteroid belt around the icy moon. Nothing's appearing on your scopes or vision view yet.
I assume everyone else is holding still based on the screenshot.
Yep.
Don't want to do anything too stupid. Yeah, but I do also kind of want to get some eyes out on the barrier itself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm under man. Don't want to risk the craft. I'm just one crew member, but okay, this is gonna be a bit silly, but I'm gonna nudge out of the small asteroid belt, put most of my energy into propulsion, and try to get a little bit into the space between Gunstar 1 and is that Gunstar 1 in front? I forget.
Yeah.
Gunstar 1 in front. Hide behind that, a little bit behind that smaller rock over there, and then and face well, I guess as close to northwest as there is in space, if that's possible, within a 4 hex range.
Yeah. So you're going to the small rock on the right?
Yep, just want to put eyes on the barrier if I can.
Okay. You got it.
Oh wait, yeah, northwest. Yeah. Oh,
Alright, Gunstar 2. You sit and wait in orbit. Nothing's appearing on your scopes or radar.
Oh, when they cross like the field at the top of the screen, did we get any sort of like a notification from HQ on where they were crossing?
Good question. You're getting alarming reports from HQ that they're crossing all over the barrier.
All right. Do they know if they're crossing north of the planet that we're kind of hiding around?
North of the moon where you're at?
Yeah.
They do report, yes, there is some activity there as well.
All right, 1 second. Nick, do you want to head north and we could try to take out whatever it is?
Uh, I don't know because there might be a lot of trouble up there if they're coming across everywhere, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. If they're coming across everywhere, they can't concentrate any of their heavy hitters, right? So I mean, we can probably
Oh,
easily
you
just pick
want?
off whatever is right here.
Okay, sure.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna head due north, James, as far as we can go.
Alright. So 4
It's not
propulsion.
exactly north, you're in space, but you go up, you go forward,
Yeah.
go away from the planet.
I got it. Alright, thank you. Are they moving? Did you move them already?
Yep.
Let's
They're moving very lackadaisically left to try to anchor the command ship, but 2 movements not that much to go off of.
if you gave them an extra movement, would that mess things up for them?
No.
Let's do double.
Because this one wants to just basically get out of the command ship's way. 2, 2, 2.
Oh, that's a drill tool. Let's not do that.
Move to the left, dudes. I'll go ahead and start getting screenshots out.
You doing good, Raven?
Yeah.
You can do double movement. Whatever they're doing, do it again, because we want to get to the action.
Oh, gotcha. Cool.
So yeah. And then probably same will happen next turn. Just let them know you're doing double movement, so ask them to
Account for that in their orders.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Alright, gentlemen. You remain sitting behind the asteroid. You're joined close by Gunstar 2, and you can see Gunstar 3 heading to the northeast. Nothing on your scopes yet. But you do, you're getting a lot of reports from the planet Rylos that the barrier has been breached and a large enemy armada is crossing into your territory.
So you want to gun it for that
Awesome.
asteroid?
The problem is, where are they going? Because we could collide. They're too close. We're going to go straight northeast and bypass the smaller rock and go straight for the bigger one in the center.
Okay.
Suspend life support. Give us full movement.
Alright, got it.
Yellow.
Alright, hello, you're making your way for the small rock. You can see Gunstar 2 has moved up beyond the belt as well, but more north. And you're about to reach it. Nothing on your scopes yet.
I did hear from Gunstar 2 that hostile forces have breached all along the barrier, some along the moon.
Yeah, the barrier has been breached at multiple points.
I guess I assume they're trying to overwhelm us. There are only 3 of us, and gods know how many of them. So, plan, according to Gunstar 2, is to sweep, I guess, to the east to try to meet these guys and see what we can see. So, I'm going to cut around the small rock now, point out towards the sweep east around the small rock. Try to aim for between that small rock and the bigger one there. Point out towards the barrier. Try to see what I can see.
Sure. And I'm doing double movements this turn, so you'll get pretty far. Just so you know. Alright, thank you. Alright, gentlemen. You've moved up beyond the belt. You're right next to Gunstar 1. You can see Gunstar 3's also moved beyond the belt, heading northeast. No sights of the enemy so far.
All right. I'd like to put all our energy into movement this turn. I meant to go like around this asteroid here, But so this turn, I'd like to head like northeast from where we are, and then north when we hit that other asteroid,
Okay, so northeast.
and then north, and then like once we can kind of see the edge of the map. If we don't see any enemies, I want to just head due east. If we see any enemies, I want to use remaining movement to get close to them.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Gotta wait for everything to move. The scouts are gonna pick up one of the Gunstars this turn. Guess if I'm waiting, I'll go listen.
I don't care about them.
We don't care about them, and the rest are going south, but the one is going off to the right to increase your vision domain. Gotcha.
Correct.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Zer was asking if he needs to break through the shield wall with his big ships. He doesn't, right?
It's already been broken by his ships.
Yeah. That's what I told him, is that from what I understand, it doesn't play a factor. Alright, get that.
So their scouts should pick up the one Gunstar now over here.
Yeah. Yeah, two of the fighter commanders have the same idea. So I think they're gonna both see the Gunstar. Yep.
Let me know when your movement's done. I can start doing screenshots.
My movement is done on my side. Oh wait, no, sorry, it's not done. I need to finish Nappy's stuff. I just put one as like a signifier because a lot of his stuff was dependent on where the command ship went. All right, now it's done.
Okay. I think those will partially. Oops. Yeah, the scout will be in view.
My camera controls are all fucked up. That's alright.
Raven, when you don't show part of the screen because of the asteroids, make sure to show the asteroids in there.
Yeah, I said that exactly to him. Yes, sir. Definitely. So he knows what is actually blocking his sight. Yeah, for sure. Can they move such that what is the collision for like the command ships and stuff?
What do you mean?
Like as he's moving in this formation like this, kind of trying to thread the needle between the ships.
They can. If they're not going to hit them, so if they're like overlapping for a turn or whatever, it's fine.
Cool.
Now my question is, can this scout ship see this?
It would see that one, but
Okay.
not the one behind the asteroid.
Yep. And this one right here is also Joe's, so Joe's scouts can see both, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. That's interesting. Nappy can see one, Joe can see two.
Alright, I'll get my orders. It's about to get complicated. Alright, gentlemen. You're in Gunstar 1. So you, barely peeking around the rock, you make out a Kodan scout ship on your scopes off to the northeast. Gunstar 3 is right next to you on your right, and Gunstar 2's to the left of you. All three of you have been blazing pretty fast to catch up to this rock. What are your orders? Hello?
We will maintain life support again and hang tight.
Okay, sit here. Alright, makes it easy. Alright, Gunstar 3. So you move past the smaller asteroid, then to the northeast. And as you're coming up on the new asteroid, Gunstar 1 and 2 are doing basically the same. But you can see beyond to the northeast an enemy Kodan scout ship heading south.
How good is his sensor suite?
Probably as good as yours, maybe. You've likely been detected.
Yeah, that could be trouble.
Weapons range is 5 tiles.
Yeah, 5.
Right, James?
5 of those grids.
Okay.
What are your orders?
And we're the Gunstar in the middle, correct?
Yep, we are the focal point of that screenshot. So
you're on the right. You're the most bottom right one.
Most bottom right one.
Yeah.
Let's move 2 spaces to the southwest. I'm trying to give like a compass rose bearing. So like directly to our right, like 2 styles next to the big asteroid to our right, if that makes sense.
That'd be southeast.
And do we? Yeah. And do we have to say we're going to do a sensor sweep, or is that something that's just automatic as we're going?
That's automatic.
Okay. Let's do that. See if we can see anything else.
All right, Gunstar 2, you move to the northeast, full propulsion. And as you do so, you can see you can see 3 enemy scouts heading south, as well as on the very end of your scope range, what may be Kodan fighters just beyond, or right next to the barrier.
Sorry, what do we see right next to the barrier?
Fighters. At the very limit of your scopes.
All right, perfect. First catch of the day.
What are your
All right,
orders?
I'd like to spend all of it on movement again. I want to try and kind of get into a central position between all the scouts, and then Nick can target them as he sees fit.
All of it, including life support.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, yeah, we keep one on life support.
So you're heading due north.
Like north and then like northeast, because I want to get between all the scouts. So like ideally, I'd like to end, like slightly like southwest of the asteroid, or that's up in the northeast.
Okay, I see. All right.
Thank you.
You were fastest too. And we're not doing double movement anymore.
Say again?
We're not doing double movement anymore.
Understood.
Yes, I should.
Okie doke.
Have you moved?
Yeah, everything's moved. The command ships are kind of balanced awkwardly, but yeah, they're all moved.
Okay.
Are we just going back to regular speed?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
You can see a lot now. I think I'll save the command ship for one more turn though.
What's the range on the Gunstars again?
For shooting?
Yeah.
5.
Alright.
Yep, all my movement's done.
Okay, I'm doing screenshots.
Alright, I'll go ahead and get screenshots in.
There's no combat just yet, right? So, okay, yeah, straight to screenshots. Cool.
Things are getting interesting.
Yeah, and I think I didn't even thought this out, but we'll do. We will do movement then combat. So yeah, that's how we'll do it.
Yep.
So it matters where they end on their turn. Alright, I'm gonna go updates. Alright, Gunstar 1. You remain in your hiding spot behind the asteroid. The scouts you could see are no longer visible. They move beyond your scopes, and that's it. Orders?
Maintain life support and hold position.
Huge. Oh.
Hello, hello. Alright, so you move towards the larger asteroid to your southeast. You can see... What can you see? Nothing. All the scouts that were on your scopes are now have gone beyond them, or in the shadow of the asteroids.
Were we gonna sweep around to the left or the right? Probably the right, so we can hide from
Yeah,
the
so
sensors.
I was going to move around to the right. Do we have energy allocation at all yet? I know I'm kind of coming halfway through, brother.
So you got 5.
Is that something?
You got 5 to spend every turn. 1 is usually
Okay.
for life support. You can put 4 on propulsion or move 4 grids.
Okay.
You can also allocate it to laser damage or to shield regeneration. But right
Okay. I'd like to keep 1 on life support, 4 on propulsion, and I'd like to move to like the southeast-ish direction, pivot around this asteroid that we're right next to. Let's see if we get around it as quick as possible to look on the other side.
Yep, got it.
Yeah, I kind of forgot to bring up energy there. We were so busy huddling together, it didn't really come to mind.
Alright, Gunstar 2. So you guys head out and beyond the asteroid belt into more open space, trying to get to the next asteroid. And as you do, you can see a lot now. You see 2 squadrons of enemy fighters kind of moving south-southwest in your general direction, as well as scouts buzzing around in front of them. And that's it.
1 second.
Orders?
What do you think, Nick?
Oh god. That's a lot. That's a lot of trouble.
Was each propulsion, was that 4 or 5 tiles? Let me check again. Oh, okay. Each energy is only 1 grid. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, we're still a couple turns away from them, I think.
Well, you could move 4 and shoot, so depending on where they go, you could be in range, depending. So you theoretically have a range of 9, and if they come towards you...
I think I'm going to spend all 5, including the life support one, on propulsion to try and get behind the asteroid, just like directly northeast from here. I want to get. I think that would put me roughly, behind the asteroid. And the next 2 we could just go north.
All right. Got
it.
2. Ooh, fancy. And
Oh man.
escorting the capital ship. Can the capital ship move through the asteroid field?
Yes.
What an excellent question.
Yeah, it can.
I think Okay, it's not. I don't have to like blow them up so it can get there or something. Then we're just gonna move at the same speed as the capital ship while the scouts go nuts. Okay, so
Oh, so yeah, speed 2. Yes, correct. Okay.
speed 2 for
Gotcha.
the fighters. The scouts are ordered to investigate the asteroid
Search
field.
and destroy, or I guess just search.
Just
They
search,
can't really
right?
destroy.
Get destroyed.
Search and be destroyed.
Search and be
Indeed.
destroyed. Yeah,
Understood.
go be the bait. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you. All right, sir. You here?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
Welcome
yeah.
back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, orders were executed as provided. You're still kind of threading the needle. It's not really a needle. It's kind of just like walking under an overpass between the two command ships. But still, you're between them, and your scout ships are kind of wrapping out, kind of getting like their lateral movements getting outpaced a little bit by the command ships as they're swinging a little bit. You can see, but they're trying to give you a lot of vision, and it's making the screenshot kind of difficult. But I think you have a sense that they're out there wide. We're very widescreen right now,
Yeah, they're
but
swinging wide.
have not caught vision of anything just yet.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna tell the scout ships to just do a search pattern and like which direction they go to do that search pattern, and I'm gonna leave up to the initiative of the individual pilots. But yeah, just sweep behind the two command ships. And then
Deja vu.
yeah. It's all business as usual here. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep my reserve positioned in between the two command ships until told otherwise. So yeah,
You might have
mirroring
been
their
AFK when I said this, so I just to repeat, we have stopped the double turns.
Okay, sweet. Understood. Okay, yeah. All right. Well,
But yeah,
then it'll just be
understood.
business as usual.
We're still threading it between the command ships, trying to stay in formation. Understood.
That's me.
Your movement's done?
Other than moving Nappy's thing himself, yes. Okay. Yeah, movement is done. So they're moving to like converge their fighter wings over here to attack that Gunstar, but I think the Gunstar is going to bypass them and go straight for the command ship. It looks like.
I don't know what they're doing. They didn't see the command ship yet. They will now, but
Oh yeah. Yeah, because right now they're kind of well in line to kind of like they're swooping in this way, but the Gunstar is just going to shoot right past them. This asteroid. Alright, screen.
Can this player see this Gunstar just barely? No, it's just out of range. Okay.
nice.
These fighters are just out of range too.
Drama
Not
Dog's
vision
line of
range.
sight is blocked by his scout is blocked by the asteroid, and then his wing is just barely out of range. Even if I was kind of generous with like wiggling the most outer one, he can't see it. That's kind of cool.
So the Gunstar 2 thought the shield barrier was their capital ships. So now they're gonna see the capital ship and be like, "Oh crap, I'm excited."
Yeah, half of these players are calling them Dark Stars, and I was like, "You mean the Gun Stars?" I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, most of them haven't.
Did the players tell you that they thought the shield generators were Gunstars too? They were like getting ready to
Yeah,
be
they
real
were
conservative
freaking out.
about them. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool. I like the confusion.
Okay. So Nappy's scout ship sees the last Gunstar. So all the Gunstars are kind of seen right now.
Oops.
No one's shooting at anyone yet, right? Nope.
No, that Gunstar 2 is just out of range, I think, of Joe's squadron.
Oh, McPanzer can just see this Gunstar at the edge of his scout vision. Excellent.
I mean, they could guess by the player count if I paired them up, but they might think there's 6 instead of 3.
Yeah.
Be interesting. All right, let me go get
didn't-
orders.
Would probably just like get us out of weapon range, if anything, but I doubt it's like a dodging thing.
All right, gentlemen, you remain in place. You can see enemy scout ships heading south, and if you can see them, they can probably see you. Gunstar 3 is heading southeast behind that big asteroid, and you don't see Gunstar 2.
Huh. Well, we last saw Gunstar 2 heading north. So they're probably about to get engaged with those fighters we see.
We're going to maintain life support and give me full movement northwest, heading towards that scout, nearest scout we can see.
You got it. All right. All right, gentlemen. You're getting close to that asteroid that you want to be behind. As you do, you can see the enemy squadrons still heading south towards you. And a Kodan command ship comes into view to your northeast as you round the asteroid. Yeah. What are your orders?
Oh, are those not capital ships in the far north? I thought that. Okay, are those like the sensors?
Those were that was your energy barrier generators.
Okay, my bad. Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, man, that is so much bigger than the other ships.
Oh, that's big.
Don't worry about it though. I think we're gonna head northwest, and then you could just focus on shooting them down, Nick.
Yeah. Like shooting which thing? The big ship or what?
No, northwest. So you're gonna be you're only gonna be in range of the fighters.
Oh, up and right, up and left.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the fighters, the small ships and the craft, I guess. Yeah.
So
Right,
this is your first turn. So how much are you moving? How much are you allocating to energy or weapons?
I'm going to be spending 1 on life support again,
Okay.
1 on weapons, and then 3 on movement to move 3 to the northwest.
Okay. 1 on weapons. Got it. All right. And
Although wait, let me check that actually, because I'm pretty sure they might only have 1 health, so that might be a waste.
the fighters have 2 HP.
Okay, yeah, in that case, yeah, 1 on weapons.
Okay. And then are you targeting 1 or 2 or 3?
Nick?
I think I want to focus my fire on just the one. Yeah. Because how much damage does I do anyways?
Well,
Like if I hit it.
Each hit would one shot a fighter.
Oh, but it's the chance of hitting. Yeah, I think I wanna. I'll target 2 lah. That's somewhere in the middle. Yeah.
just 1?
2.
2. You're firing at 2 of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 2 nearest to where we can see them from here.
Alright. Got it. Thank you. Alright. Gentlemen, you're heading southeast around the asteroid. I don't think you can... No enemies on your scopes at the moment.
Okay, so we'll keep the 4 energy allocation on propulsion, 1 on life support, and we'll keep looping around this asteroid to the northeast.
Okay. Got it.
Appreciate it.
I'm only counting 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, never mind. I'm just an idiot. All right, I got you. I will get back with you next turn.
into echelon. Like the right ship to the front, the left ship slightly to the back, and then both try to engage that Gunstar if it comes into my flight path.
Engage the Gunstar, move in echelons. Da-da. Understood. I'll make sure to report your broadcast, open broadcast as well. Da-da-da.
Very well.
Thank you.
A little bit role play, yeah.
One of Joe's fighters blew up. Is that what
I
happened?
haven't rolled for it yet. Have they moved?
He wanted two of them to wrap around this way in case the Gunstar continued towards the command ship, and the other actually wanted three of them to wrap this way, and then the other three to engage the Gunstar if it came basically. So these three are fighting that Gunstar.
Sure. Okay. Alright, so here's the roll.
Pew pew pew.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Alright, so he's firing twice, so it's 5 or higher to hit. Miss. Hit. Okay. And that did extra damage, so that one's gone. I'm going to put the explosion on it. And then they're firing. That one's exploded. Boom. And then they're firing 3, which is 4 or higher. So that's 2 hits, so those shields now become 3 shield. That's it.
And what's the range on the command ship's guns?
It's 5, same.
So they're just out.
They're
Okay.
out of range. That Gunstar could be in trouble. They're all separate. I don't know. They didn't stay together very well, which was like their one chance. So we'll see. Should be fun. All right.
They're pretty fast though, if they want to be.
Yeah. Well, so they can get out of there. I mean, they can put full power on propulsion to get away, and then like regenerate shields. So as long as they're not dumb, they can kind of hit and retreat.
Yeah, they just have to not fully commit. Yeah. Yeah. He probably be all right.
We'll see. All right. Next turn.
Next turn.
All right.
Turn 7.
Should be 6, right? Or am I crazy?
Nope. I think 7 is correct.
I must have.
I don't think you'd type turn 1 for the very first screenshot.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I started on
my guys
2.
are on turn 6. It doesn't really matter.
Cool.
That's an open secret.
They don't know.
They don't need to know.
I'm gonna Zer put an open broadcast, so I'm gonna go ahead and just post that in the Federation's channel, just for a bit of fun.
That's fun. You can do this. There's a Zer head gift too. You can add.
Zer head. Are they just using planning channel?
Yeah, you can just put it in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean now, Prosen. I was like, definitely looking at the wrong scout, and I was like, that's not this person's scout. Okay.
Yeah, I think this scout moved. Who moved this? I don't think I moved this. And it's okay. I don't think it's far off from what he wanted. I'm gonna do screenshots.
Oh, this scout can just barely not.
All right, gentlemen, you are blasting to the northwest, and you are fast approaching a scout ship, which is actually in range now. If you were to fire upon it, you can see one ahead and another behind it, and then one to your north, and then you can see Gunstar 2 is engaged and battling. It's and a squadron all on its own, it appears. And
Wow.
yeah, what are your orders?
Alright, Navigator, you want to steer us north so we can get that other squadron?
Yeah, suspend life support, full movement towards the unengaged capital squadron.
Okay, you got it. Thank you. All right, gentlemen, it's getting exciting. So you emerge to the left beyond the asteroid and immediately are beset by 3 Kodan fighters who start firing upon you. The Starfighter Nick misses one shot with his laser cannon, but manages to kill one of the enemy fighters in a violent explosion. The other 3, well, all 3 are firing at you. 2 of them do hit, so your shields are down to 3 now. And alarms are blaring as the Kodan ship, the command ship, is coming into range. If you don't move and they keep moving, they'll be able to fire upon you next turn. And you can see the other squadron just beyond is coming towards you. You can fire behind you. Your lasers can shoot all directions, so just so you know.
So I thought that the asteroid here would be kind of blocking us from the command ship. Is that not the case, or would we have to move? Where would we have to move?
It is blocking. I mean, it's huge, so it's blocking some of its guns, but not all. So if it came this next turn, I think like 1, maybe 2 laser cannons would be in range of you. Yeah. So.
How far can they move again?
2.
Okay, so not very far at all. All right, yeah, I'd like to spend 1 on guns again, 2 on movement to just move to the southwest outer range of the capital ship, and then the rest on lasers and shields.
All right, hold on. It said 1. How much on movement? 2.
Yeah, 2 just to stay out of range. 1 on life support still. 1 on shields just to get back up, and then 1 again on lasers that we can keep one-shotting the fighters.
Sandy watching you?
I'm gonna try and laser the 2 fighters closest to us again.
Alright, two shots again?
Yep, the 2 ones closest.
Alright, thank you.
Alright, thanks.
Hey.
Alright, hello. Alright, so you guys are now coming around that asteroid. You can see an enemy scout flitting in and out of your scopes amongst the little asteroids ahead of you. And that's it.
Okay.
That's
I'm gonna
pretty
keep
much it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the same as before. So 4 on propulsion, 1 on life support. We're going to advance to the northeast towards that scout. If the scout's in range, then we can open fire if they come towards us.
Okay. Got it, thank you.
Do we have a plan in case he does not and possibly runs away?
Well, if he
Yeah, down and to the left. Yeah, the scout ship is aggressively moving towards, and then the other one, business as usual. Okay, understood. Thank you so much.
No problem.
What
Okay,
are your orders?
the ships are to continue to engage. Yeah, whatever the position they are in. If they are going around the asteroid, just continue the movement around it and strike them from the right. They move the scout, the right scout to scout this tip of the dark wing or whatever, dark star, and the other one move the other one closer to the center. The leftmost scout closer to the center, so it can observe the dark field of the asteroids.
Understood. All right, got it. I'm on to Zer. booming message broadcasts amongst both fleets. The battle is finally joined right in front of your main command ship. Your fighter wings engage Gunstar. One of your fighters explodes in the fiery ball, but they do seem to score some hits on the Gunstar shield, and another Gunstar appears out of the fog of war to support it. Your command ship is not quite in weapons range, but it's very close. What are your orders?
And for the Gunstar. And engage as soon as in range.
Head towards the Gunstars and engage as soon as in range. What does your right command ship want to do? Just kind of parallel the movement?
The crews would see fit. The echelon, I think, is still the best formation here. Right a little bit in front.
Gotcha. All right. Understood. I'll send
Thank
you
you.
your report here soon. Thank you. Okay. Interestingly, Joe just had his 3 fighters continue the wrap maneuver of that asteroid. I was expecting to have him turn them around, but thankfully Navi's
They're going a long way.
Yeah, they're going a long way.
5 or higher hits. 1 hit.
Ooh.
Another 1 dead.
You moved this one scout ship, James, so the intent is definitely seize that Gunstar, yeah?
2, 5 shooting. That's dangerous. 4 higher hits. Oh, 1 hit.
So lucky, wow.
And he only had 4 shield. But...
Gunstar 2 is dancing.
And Gunstar 1's about to join in. They haven't used their missiles yet, which could really just blow up a lot. I'll have to remind them.
I imagine they're saving them for the command ships.
Well, they got the particle beams for that. But... Alright.
Oh, true.
Movement's done.
Yeah, that command ship, I feel like Zer's going to be mad at me, but that command ship just can't quite get in range.
Yeah, they're purposely moving just enough to stay ahead of it.
All right, screenshot time. Joe.
Up all that dang space.
That's
Alright.
quite
The
large.
cabin's getting uncomfortable as your oxygen's starting to run low and it's getting warm without air conditioning.
Yikes.
Could impact your performance. You're streaming into battle. You can see a lot of fire going after Gunstar 2. They're starting to take some hits, but their shields are holding. As you move north, the Kodan command ship comes into view to the northeast. You can see scouts all around you, and then Kodan deck fighters directly north of you. And they're in range.
Okay.
We will maintain life support. Move into range of the. I don't know.
You're in range now.
Yeah.
Okay, so maintain life support and rest of energy goes to weapons.
Okay. And how many?
It's my turn now.
What are you?
So, let's start out with, we're gonna target that leftmost deck fighter and the one that's like right above it. I'm gonna hit those two with the laser cannons.
Okay.
I want to play.
Don't forget, you got your missiles you could fire.
I think I'm gonna keep those for now.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't want to use the beam yet.
Right,
I'm thinking we can, or later on we can use it.
All right, gentlemen. XDX is doing some fancy flying because despite getting shot at by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighters, you only get hit once. So your shields are back down to 3. And Nick manages to kill another fighter. And you've managed to stay out of range of the command ship as well. You can see the Gunstar 1 is steaming at full speed to your aid, moving to catch up and join you. No sight of Gunstar 3. But yeah, what are your orders? And don't.
How was the capital? Sorry, what?
Sorry, I was about to remind you. You have the photon bolt missiles as well, which you can fire 4 per turn, and they're quite effective.
I mean, yeah, that's up to my gunner here.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, I think if it's not broke, don't fix it. If I move to like 2 houses to the northwest, would the ship, like the capital ship, still be able to get in range? Because it kind of seems like it's going to have to do some fancy maneuvering here to actually get around the asteroid as it approaches.
I'll still be moving about 2 per turn.
Okay, so if I move to the northwest, it would be in range this turn.
Yeah.
All right. Keep moving to the southwest. Same energy distribution as last turn. 2 to propulsion, 1 to shields, 1 to life support, and then 1 to weapons.
Okay.
Nick?
Yep. Just keep firing lasers at the 2 closest enemy fighters. I think I want to save the missiles for the big ship, and I don't know if we're in range to fire at that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not in range.
I mean,
of the big ship.
I think it'd be safe to, use 1 maybe on one of the ships that are firing at us, because, I mean, if they keep firing at us like this, I mean, at a certain point, they're just going to get through our shields, right? I mean, we're going to have,
True. I mean, at this point, if Gunstar 1's coming up to support us, they might be able to draw fire, so hopefully we won't be the only ones being shot at. We have how many missiles? 24, right? I think I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 24, and I mean, 4 takes a capital ship
let's-
almost down to, half health already.
Alright, sure. Then let's fire one at the group of fighters. Try and hit one of them.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
And to clarify, so you're doing 2 lasers and the photon missiles. So.
Yep, 2 lasers and a missile. Yep.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. You continue northeast, where you can see the enemy scout is getting closer.
I do have a question for you, real quick, James.
Yeah.
So when it says weapons, each energy increases laser cannon's damage by 1. Does it mean damage starts at 0 and we can't shoot if we move 4?
No,
Like we have
it's a
been?
base of 1, and then each energy allocation adds additional.
Okay, yes, that's what he thought. Yeah,
Okay, awesome. So
so we
we're
could
gonna
just
keep.
try this guy, keep moving to the
Yeah,
northeast.
yeah. So we'll keep moving. Energy allocation will stay the same. We'll keep moving to northeast and take a shot at the scout hunter as we move.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Every one of mine is moved.
Okay. How are they targeting the 2 Gunstars? How's that split?
Nappy wants basically 4 of them onto the injured Gunstar, and these 2 are like trying to engage the new Gunstar.
Okay, so there's 2 on that one. Everyone, all the others on this one.
Yeah, they're trying to finish it off, and the other 2 are trying to just buy time. Pew pew pew.
I like how the lasers look. It's actually a pretty good look. It does give
Yep,
the feeling
looks
of
good.
getting shot at a lot.
Yep, no, it looks good.
Okay. Well, let me roll for that. So they're doing 3. They're doing a laser and missiles, which I guess I don't think I gave them the odds, but they gotta get a 6 now. We'll see. Maybe trying too much. Yeah, no hits. Explosion out. Okay, and then getting shot at. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 or higher, or 4 or higher. Wow.
Oh my god.
They're being protected by the dice gods. Alright, and then this
Yeah,
one's
mate.
2 or higher. 1. Yeah, that's a hit.
Main character syndrome.
Yeah, and then
It's a bit cocked.
2 back, so 5 or higher. Oh, nothing. Lots of misses this turn.
At least no more fighters are blowing up for the bad guys.
Yeah, so let them know they did fire 1 missile at this guy. That's this red thing, but it missed. That's it.
And the command ship's just out of range, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Still staying out of range.
Now, what about this scout ship down here?
Oh, yeah, thank you. I gotta roll for that. Just straight up. Yep, it's a hit. Where's that explosion? Oh. So it's gone. Exploded.
All right.
Yeah, so he won't get that screenshot now, though. I don't think he needs it, though. His
Yeah.
fighters are in range.
Turn 9.
Ah, crap.
Gunstar 1.
Panzer.
All right. So you wade into the battle. Jaco fires his lasers twice. Unfortunately, both of them miss. Two enemy fighters fire back. Most of them are targeting Gunstar 2. One of them does hit, so your shields are down to 4. You can see Gunstar 2 battling ferociously. All their shots miss too, and they take another hit as well. They also fire a missile. The command ship's bearing down on you. If you don't move and it does, it's probably going to be in range this next turn.
Uh-oh. I'll let him decide what he's gonna do with the.
Okay, we're going to maintain life support. Repower the shields to full 5,
Okay.
and move west to stay out of range of the capital ship, and give the rest to weapons. Yep.
How much are you moving west?
Let's see. That was 2. We're gonna move to west.
All right.
Yep. So that gives 1 the weapon.
How much?
All right.
How much are you targeting?
I'm gonna target those same 2 fighters.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. All right, Gunstar 2. You continue to have plot armor as most the lasers miss you. You do get struck once, so your shields are back down to 3. And unfortunately, I think you bit off more than you can chew. None of your shots landed, including the missile. All 3 missed. So you didn't take out any fighters this turn.
All right.
That command.
Same energy distribution as last time, but this time we're moving due south.
So 1 shield, 2 move.
1 weapon and 1 life support.
1 weapon, 1 life support. Okay, due south 2. Okay. Starfighter.
Just keep just the lasers again at 1 target. Let's just 1 target. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Thank you. All right, gentlemen. You successfully chase down and shoot down that enemy scout. But behind the explosion, you see squadrons of enemy fighters coming right at you, and not far behind them at the very edge of your scopes looks to be another enemy command ship.
So do we know for sure if this is a separate enemy command ship, like a second one?
I don't know.
Or
You have to talk to
okay.
the team about that.
No, you're fine. So they're coming straight at us, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's this could be a slight issue. I mean, target-rich environment, sure, but
Nah, I trust you, Dig.
how are
I
we
trust your
gonna?
weapon skills.
Just how are we going to engage these guys?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, all weapons have a weapons range of 5 grid, so
Mm-hmm. If we loop around to the west, see the big asteroid that's right to our left?
yeah.
Okay, so if we loop around to the west and then go north, if they're coming straight at us, let's try to go that direction because we know we have more cover to our left, so our west, because we just came from the big asteroid field. So we can kind of loop around these asteroids and take shots as we fall back towards the direct direction of where our team is. So we can at least tell our team, hey, where we started from, that planet, we can at least give a compass directions to them so they know where we are and what we see. Does that make sense?
Right, but we are still fundamentally northeast of the planet.
Yes, exactly. Like I don't want to lose that landmark. So at least our teammates, have an idea of kind of where we are, where we're engaging. So if we move to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go ahead and allocate all 5 power to propulsion. We'll immediately head to our west and get as far around this big asteroid that's directly to your left as possible, with the intent of going to the northwest and looping around instead of them coming at us. We could use that as cover. Does that agreement, Dig? Do you feel good about that, Dig?
Yeah, Gunstar 2 advises regroup as soon as possible. Do not fight capitals alone if we can help it.
Yeah, so let's do that. Let's use this big rock right here as cover. We'll move 5 spaces to the left.
Okay, got it. Thank you. I'm back.
Part 2, but
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Did you? At least they shot that. They saw that scout get shot to death.
Yes, that was the highlight of my narration. Is you see a Gunstar jump out and gobble up one of the scout ships.
It's about to happen again this turn, I think.
Oh yeah.
All my movements done, James. Yeah. All my movements done.
I am.
Ditto.
Total combat. Let's see. Are these guys in range? Oh, they are. See if the plot armor continues.
Yeah, Gunstar 2 has been taking a pounding.
Trying to get out of there. All right, so we got 3 shooting this guy.
Yep.
Actually, let's do him shooting them first. So 5 or higher. Miss. That sucks. Then 3 shooting. 4 or higher. Ooh. Plot armor has ended. So they're down to 2 shields. Let me fix this so it looks like they're shooting at something.
That's still some margin.
And then these guys are just shooting 1, so 4 or higher. That's a hit. Where'd my explosion go? Oh, died. Nope, it's here. And then he's getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. Two hits. So down to 2 shield.
They're both down to 2 shield. Well. Oh, and this poor helpless scout.
Well, they didn't give orders to shoot. Although let's just make it fun. They're getting shot. Pew. Why not? Okay.
Subordinate initiative, fantastic.
All right, next turn.
Next turn. Turn 10. At least with these scouts dying, my screenshots are getting simpler.
True. Wow.
Go. Answer.
All right, gentlemen. You head west, firing at 2 of the enemy fighters. Unfortunately, both shots miss.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Not lucky. But they fire back at you, and 2 of them hit, so your shields are down to 2 now. Meanwhile, Gunstar 2's heading south. They were able to shoot down 1 fighter at least, but they're taking a lot of hits as well. And in the distance, you can see Gunstar 3 blazing west back towards you.
Okay, we're going to maintain life support. Put 2 to shields, and the 2 remainder energy goes to weapons.
You're not moving?
Nope.
I think we should move. XDX wants us to regroup. I'm only going to target one this time, so if we do hit it, it's probably going to kill it if we just put 1 towards moving.
Okay, 2 to movement south. Yep.
Okay, so 2 shield, 1 life support, 2 movement south, so nothing extra to weapons.
Okay, I'm just going to target that one that's closest to us.
Yep.
It's like southeast of us? Yeah, that one.
Okay. Thank you. All right, gentlemen. Your plot armor is starting to wear off. You, as you're getting pelted from all sides from lasers, you're getting harder and harder to dodge all their shots. And you take 2 hits, so you're down to 2 shield. You do manage to hit the fighter with your extremely concentrated focus shot. And, yes.
All right, I think we really need to go back to doing 2 shots per turn. Hopefully hit 2 of them.
The thing is, doing 2 shots per turn has only ever resulted in hitting 1 per turn. So at this point, I might as well just concentrate fire and guarantee that I'll hit 1 per turn rather than risk hitting neither.
You also still have the risk of not hitting anything with 1 shot. I mean, we were hitting them consistently when we were doing 2 shots. It wasn't until we had 3 shots in a single turn that things, kind of messed up. So I mean, I don't think. And I mean, again, we're getting shot at by 5 people, soon to be, sorry, 4 people, more like 6.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I think we need to thin the crowd as Gunstar 3 finally rejoins with us, and we can hit the capital ship.
Yeah, when Gunstar 3 rejoins with us, it'll become 10 people.
Alright, yeah, so same power distribution as before. Moving south still.
So 2 south,
And
1 to shield?
Yeah. Yeah, still 1 to shield.
Okay, so you got...
Because I do not want to get hit by 66 lasers from the capital ship here.
That's fair. And then 1 shot or 2?
2 shots, I guess. The 2 shots at the 2 nearest fighters directly north of us.
Okay. Thank you. Alright, gentlemen, you head west, crossing behind the asteroid. As you do so, a scout happens to come on the scope, and I took the liberty of shooting at it for you, which you hit it. And now you can see the rest of your Fens and the battle that they're in to the northwest, as well as the fighters bearing down on you from the northeast.
Okay, man.
We're probably baiting those guys from the other capital ship over to us, to this group. Oh boy.
Nah, dig. We got this, man. So we'll head.
Gunstar 2 advises to come into the northwest through the fighters.
So let's keep ahead. We'll do. What do you think about this, dig? If we keep 5 on propulsion, so that means we'll have 2 left until death. But that means we move a little quicker to help our teammates out and regroup with them faster versus 4 on propulsion, 1 on life support. What do you think here, dig? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, as long as we break off on the burners after this and hold off for a little bit, we should be good.
Okay. Let's do that.
I assume the penalty to our rolls resets over time. So
Yeah, it will.
Okay. So let's do that then. Let's keep on 5 on propulsion. We'll go straight towards our teammates to the northwest.
Okay.
And we'll group with them.
Got it. Thank you.
Everything on the left is moved, sir.
Alright, let's roll damage. You gotta make the pew-pews line up.
Pew 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 pew. Yep. Joe basically said move forward as fast as possible, and if they run, pursue them. So every fighter that can shoot, shoots. Gunstar 1 didn't move at all, or did
They moved one.
just 1? Yeah, okay. Like I say, these 2 guys over here are just trying to disengage, kind of. So if they don't have range, they don't have to fire.
Oh, but would they fire if they can?
They would fire if they could, but they were gonna let the Gunstar get away. But it seems like
one. I'm gonna change the. I'm gonna give it. Oh, doesn't need it. All right, so that's 1 down. Move. Okay. So he's getting shot by. I get. We'll say the command ship's getting a shot into. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 higher. That is, what is that? 2 hits. Okay. Now they're shooting 2, and I'm gonna say that's 4 higher. 1 hit. We'll take out this guy. Oop, I don't want to pew pew. And then he's getting shot by 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4. He may survive. The plot armor continues. 1 hit.
the plot armor continues.
They're the chosen ones. About to get 3 Gunstars in one spot. They're going to be dropping like flies pretty quick.
Yeah, I think if there was a time for them to kill one of the Gunstars, it's about to pass. I mean, not for lack of trying.
Yeah. Well, they're meant to be pretty hard to kill.
Yeah.
Maybe too hard. We'll see. Alright,
You get on everything, Mav?
Yeah, I mean, my guys just kind of crawled towards their targets and spread out their scout ships. Same old.
Gotcha. All right. Next turn.
Fitting everything on screen is becoming a challenge.
Yeah, let them know the command ships, at least one of the laser cannons is firing now and in range of one of the Gunstars.
Okay.
Just generally or Sir specifically?
Stairs specifically.
Alright, gentlemen. So you turn south, slowly pushing to get away. Unfortunately, the enemy command ships kind of spun around, so one of their laser cannons on their far right wing is in range and firing on you. You're also getting shot at by 3 other fighters. One of them, I think, hits, so you're down to 2 shield. Or just 2. I think you were at 4 shield. Now you're down to 2. You did manage to shoot and kill one of the enemy fighters, and you got Gunstar 2 also doing their best. You can see Gunstar 3 coming in, engines blazing, and that's it.
Is that side of the capital in range for our missiles?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I did recharge the shields last turn, so you said we
Do
took
their
2
lasers
hits?
do?
What's that?
I said I did recharge the shields last turn, so you said we took 2 hits?
Oh, well, you're down to 2 shield. I forgot where you're at. So, oh, you took 3 hits. That's right. If you went to,
Okay.
if you're at 5, whatever you were at, you're back down to 2. So it's either 2 or 3 hits.
Okay.
That's not good.
So maintain life support.
Okay.
Fully recharge shields. So that leaves me 1 movement south.
All right. You could fire all 4 missiles. So firing 4 at just the command ship would be 1 targeting.
Yeah, that's the idea. Let's see. So
4 missiles at
that means I can't use the laser cannon,
No,
or
you can as well, but every targeting you do reduces the chance of hitting.
gotcha. Okay. We're just gonna focus on the capital then,
So
with the missiles.
firing 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Got it. Good luck. All right, gentlemen. You continue to fly south while under heavy fire. The Gunstar 1 is coming to range of the command ship, at least one of its laser cannons, so they're taking a lot of hits. They took a lot. Their shields are low last turn. You yourselves also took 1 hit, so you're back down to 2 shields. Alarms are blaring. You've got 4 fighters bearing down on you. Command ship's close. You can see more fighters coming in from the east, but at least Gunstar 3 is coming as well. You do, with your 2 laser shots, you do manage to hit one of the fighters and destroy it.
Can we get some like insight into like what are the actual like odds for hitting them as we shoot more? Like roughly speaking, I mean, like if we were to shoot at 3 of them, what would be like the odds for any one of those shots hitting?
Your odds decrease 15% every additional target you add.
And do they start at 100% with 1 shot?
No.
Okay.
Looking at the planning chart, the radio, I think we're gonna need to go in as well.
Go in.
We need to go in on the capital ship. 1 and 3 are going in on the capital ship, so we need to go in as well at this rate.
Oh, they didn't say they're going in on the capital ship. One of them just said they're sending out their missiles.
Sending out missiles.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, fair.
Looking here. I know that, okay, Gunstar 1 is in range for their missiles, but Gunstar 3 can't get in range for their missiles for their missiles.
I'd almost want to encourage Gunstar 1 to hold their fire and just like
no, okay, you know what,
get
me
out
and
of there.
Gunstar 1 can, you know what, let's just fire our missiles at the capital ship. 4 missiles at the capital ship.
Yep, okay, they're going at the capital ship as well. Yep, 4 missiles straight into the capital ship.
Alright. Same distribution for power, but move, let's go like straight north this time.
Okay, so 1 to shield, 2 movement. Or you don't need laser cannon power.
Wait, actually, no movement. Let's just put those 2 towards shields. And does firing missiles also like decrease? Like,
No.
if we're shooting the 4 missiles, does the odds change?
No, no.
And does firing missiles change the odds for lasers hitting?
Yes.
Okay.
So the 4
Then yeah, let's
missiles
just
are targeting the capital ship. That's one of your targetings. So if you fired lasers as well, it would reduce odds of both missiles and lasers.
What if we're firing them at the same target as the missiles?
Same thing.
Okay. In that case, yeah, just missiles, I guess.
And
yeah, we're not going to
use the lasers, yeah.
So are we in range of the missiles right now, or would we have to get closer to the capital ship?
You're in range.
Okay, yeah, just everything. Okay, one towards life support, the rest towards shields.
Alright. Shields are back to 5 momentarily.
All right, thank you.
Alright, gentlemen,
Makes sense.
you are blazing forward. Your cabin is starting to get uncomfortable. Feels like you can't breathe, and it's getting very uncomfortably hot. But you're in range, at least of the nearest fighter, without even moving. What are your orders?
Okay. So, Dig, what do you think about adding 1 energy to life support, 4
Yeah,
to
let's, like I said,
propulsion?
off the burners now.
Yeah.
Let's get back on life support.
Yep. So we'd add 1 to life support, 4 to propulsion. As we go through these fighters, you could take some shots of the fighters with the intent of doing a run on the capital ship and then looping. You go with that, Dig? What's your thoughts?
I'm cool with that.
Cool. So we'll keep on our course. 4 to propulsion, 1 to life support. We'll take shots at the fighters, and we'll keep pushing through to the capital.
Alright, how many shots are you doing?
How many shots you want to do, Dig?
On the capital ship, you mean?
You won't be in range
Are
of
we
the
going to
capital
be?
ship, but you will be.
No, the fighters.
Trying to think. I think let's try for trying to think.
You're good, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and say 2 on the enemy closest to the Gunstar closest to us, and then free fire on the other parts of that formation to our direct front.
Now keep in mind, every target you do makes it harder to hit each one. And anything more than, like, trying to do 3 in a turn is pretty hard to hit. It makes it hard to hit any of them.
That's true. I'll just do the 2 on the enemy fighter closest to that other Gunstar. Then try to get some pressure off him. He's closer, so he's the greater threat.
Yep. Alright. Got it, thank you. Alright, time for some fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got missile fire going on the capital ship.
Yeah, that's a lot of missiles.
3 or higher. Both hits. So that's 3 damage per missile. That's 8, so 24 damage. So they go down to 8 HP.
That's a lot of damage.
It's time for some explosive looking.
Oh man, the fireworks.
Alright, now these guys are shooting.
That Kodan ship is limping.
4 higher hits. No, 4 higher. Miss. And then they're getting shot at once. Miss. And then they're getting shot at 1, 2, 3, 4.
I feel bad for McPanzer.
So they take 1 hit. Plot armor continues.
Man, Gunstar 2 is so lucky.
And then they're getting shot at 4 times. They take 1 hit. Wow. They're both lucky. One day it's going to turn around. They're just going to blow up. Alright. I think we're good. Next turn.
Next turn.
Yep. McPanzer's got space flight simulator. At least they're all in the same screenshot now.
It is a technical difficulties night for me. I'm about to exhaust all of the slots in the lobby.
They keep changing colors.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's screen.
As long as I can grab some orders.
I keep having to move your name every time you pick a new color.
Yeah. Somebody commented, I think I took the screenshot before. Sorry about that.
Alright, gentlemen. The good news is you're still alive. The better news is your missiles all hit the command ship. And
Oh, let's go.
as do the missiles of Gunstar 2, and it is in rough shape now. Still alive, but covered in explosions. 3 fighters in the command ship fire at you, but only 1 hits, so your shields are down to 4. And you can see, of course, Gunstar 3 is coming in to help save your butts. And that's it, I think. What are your orders?
Question. Does putting more energy on the weapons do anything besides giving the laser cannon
It only
more
impacts
damage?
the laser cannons, yeah.
Well, J-Rock, I was not planning on using the laser cannon, so if you want to put your energy into anything else, that's fine by me.
One to life support, 1 to recharge shields, and 2 to movement south.
Alright. Someone left for lasers, or I guess I'm just not going to use it.
We're using the... What was it? Wait, where is it? Heavy particle beam.
Okay.
And that's going towards the capital ship. Yeah, we're just going to do that. I need this to hit.
Alright. Good luck. Alright, gentlemen. The good news is you are not dead. The better news is your missiles hit the enemy command ship and light it up with dozens of explosions all over. As do the missiles from Gunstar 1. It's in pretty rough shape. And despite all the lasers flying all around you, only one of them hit. And Gunstar 3 comes blazing in with its lasers, helping to distract the enemy fighters. They don't hit any, but it's able to provide some cover fire as you fire the missiles.
Oh, I think you forgot to send us our screenshot. I just see turn 11.
Oh, you know what? What on earth? Where did I put it? Copy image.
I think it's only fair as a recompense that we get the free 4 missile hits on the the capital ship.
Yeah, sorry about that. Alright, you got your screenshot now.
That's a lot of explosions lighting that ship up.
And I think this means that it'll have more trouble shooting at us from this side. Is that right, James? Or I also would not blame it at all if you're not really able to track that.
There may be some laser cannons on this wing disabled. You're not quite certain.
Okay, I was just wondering if that is mechanical.
Could be.
All right, I think let's focus on taking out fighters and let. Wait, has Gunstar 1 already given their orders?
They have, yep.
Okay.
So what are your orders? Sorry.
Can you come back to us after Gunstar 3? Because I want to if they're focusing on the. Okay, they're bringing the capital. Okay, we want to laser the fighters, I think, Nick.
Yeah, well, laser fighters, and you start getting out of the way, I think.
Yeah, I think let's start moving east and just lasering fighters.
Alright, so what's the energy allocation
Yeah.
first?
We're gonna go back to the old reliable 1 to shields, 2 to propulsion, 1 to weapons, and 1 to life support.
Okay. And how many are you firing lasers?
Nick?
The lasers at the 2 closest fighters.
And you had 1 to weapons, right?
Yep.
Okay, got it. Alright. Thank you. Alright, gentlemen, you come flying in on the enemy fighters. They're mostly focused on Gunstar 2. So you start blazing your laser cannons at them. Unfortunately, your shots miss, but it is...
That's what I thought.
It does serve as a distraction as the other 2 Gunstars fire their missiles, hit the command ship, and do some heavy damage.
We're gonna try to finish the job.
Okay.
I mean, to hell with everything else. That ship's gotta go.
Did you have something else there, James, for us? Sorry, buddy.
No, that's it.
Okay. Are we able to move, like, when we have the fighters right in front of us?
Yeah, you can.
Are we able to move through them, or we have to go around them? How does that work? You go through? Let's keep moving forward through these, and dig. You want to try that photon beam out, maybe some missiles?
Well, we should probably well, we're probably going to use all of our missiles. That all of their missiles hit. So all we need to do is hit them with one more salvo, and the ship is done.
All right, man. So we'll move. Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
How much are you moving?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, man. Let's move. Let's move 2 spaces forward. We should be in range.
Okay.
Yep. Move 2 spaces forward. We'll fire on that capital with the salvo missiles, correct, Dig?
Yep, full
and then
salvo.
Once that's done, we'll move 2 spaces to our south. We'll do a loop.
Okay. So. Got it. All right. And you're firing. All you're firing is the missiles.
Is that right, Dig?
That is correct.
Awesome, man.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, James.
I think that capital ship backed up too far.
I moved it back 2. Was it
Because
the backup?
That's kind of 3. Maybe.
The missiles at its edge were here.
Yeah.
I guess my point is, so they're firing, and they're probably out of range. Okay, that was smart to back up.
Yeah, if you said back up, and I did kind of rotate the engines probably too far to compensate, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they fired missiles, but they're gonna be out of range. Ironically. All right.
Cool.
We got fighters shooting.
Yeah, so basically Nappy's wing is fighting Gunstar 1, Joe's wing is fighting Gunstar 2.
Drama Dog is just barely in range with like maybe not even half the wing of the one that just maneuvered a little bit, but
Are they regenerating shields every turn? I can't believe that Gunstar 1's back at 5.
Yeah, they are, because they're just not getting hit enough. So and now they don't.
Yeah.
Need to move. All right. Let's roll. And I have no clue. Like I made a lot of rule systems, but I didn't play test.
Right.
So I have no clue. That's semi-balanced, but it may be over OP for the Gunstars. All right. So this one's shooting shot 3 times, 4 or higher. That's 2 hits. Down to 3 shield. And then his particle beam, he's trying to hit the command ship, but that hits. That fire's gone. Where's my explosion? Okay. Then they fired the missiles, but out of range. Is anyone shooting at Gunstar 3? Or are they all shooting at Gunstar 2?
I think they're all shooting at Gunstar 2. Joe's wing.
3 shots for 5 at them. 4 higher.
I think that's the only one either of my players can even see in the screenshots.
Man.
Good. One day it's going to be all 5 hit, but for now, alright. And then they're shooting back 4 higher hits.
It doesn't seem like a today kind of thing.
2 hits, so they're going to be happy about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going well for the wings that have been in the fight for the longest.
Yeah, they're down to a couple fighters. I think if
Yeah,
they run out, they could take over some of McPanzer's, like, reallocate if they completely are out. But all right, I think that's it.
Alright. Turn 13.
All right,
Oh
gentlemen. So
man.
you turn around and fire your mega giant particle beam, and but unfortunately, the command ship has stopped and reversed, and so they're out of range. Um, but you do manage to catch an enemy fighter in the beam as you fire, so at least it's not entirely wasted.
That works.
You can see Gunstar 3 also fire its missiles, but they also fall short out of range. So that's that. But the good news is you have taken. I think your shields are at 5, so you're back down to 3 shields. You took 2 hits. But there's only 2 fighters on you now. Most of them are targeting Gunstar 2.
I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, yeah, you get the energy first. And
1 to life support, 2 to shields, and 2 movement
Which direction?
north.
North? Okay. Got it.
is that gonna put us in range of the capital ship?
Only if it comes back south again.
J Rock, XDS is saying we should all head east.
Yeah, he said that before we realized the capital was going to pull back.
Wait. No, yeah, he's saying to hit the other one that's coming into view.
Alright. Where are you shooting at, Jacob?
I'll target these 2 closest
Both of them?
fighters. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Alright, gentlemen. What are we? Gunstar 2. Okay. So you dart southeast. Finally, your targeting's getting better. Both of your laser cannon shots hit a fighter and destroy them. But you are the target of the majority of the enemy fighters, so you take. Luckily, you dodge most of the shots, so you only take 1 hit. But the enemy command ship has pulled north out of range, and so as Gunstar 1 and 3 fire at it with their missiles and particle beam, both shots fall short and don't do any damage. You can see the new enemy squadron is bearing in on you, starting to fire, and that's it. Orders?
One second. All right, and no propulsion. We're just gonna sit here. 1 to weapons, 1 to life support, the rest to shields, and yeah, just shoot at the fighters as they approach.
Yep, the 2 closest fighters, just try and hit them again.
Okay. How far are you moving? Sorry.
Not moving at all.
Oh, not moving.
3 meter shields.
All right, gentlemen. So you're flying south, or you went northwest then south. You fire your missiles and watch them as they're going in, and then you watch with dismay as the capital ship pulls back and reverses, and your missiles explode prematurely before striking it. Gunstar 1 also fires its particle beam, but it falls short and hits the frigate instead. The good news is you're not getting targeted by any enemy fighters, and Gunstar 2 just took out 2 of them. Bad news is Gunstar 2's taken most of the fire. What are your orders?
Okay. Turn. Alright, I agree with that. So let's stick together. We'll head to the northeast. We'll do. Give me 1 sec, brother. We'll do 3 on propulsion, 1 on life support, and then 1 on shielding.
Okay.
So we'll move 3 spaces to the northeast, engaging the fighters. And Dig, how would you like to engage these fighters? To the northeast.
If I can, missiles.
Sure.
I'd rather not use that particle beam unless I am a decent target of opportunity.
Well, just the regular lasers, just not the beam, but just like the regular lasers.
You can fire missiles.
I mean, it's up to you. You're in charge of weapons, man. What would you like to do, Dig?
We want to break up that squadron to our northeast. I would say, probably I'm going to try to engage with lasers the first squadron just to soften them up a little bit. Then, like 1 laser shot on each of the 2 fight. I actually just kind of realized, can we up our energy to our weapons?
To the lasers, yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. 1 laser shot to 2 fighters, and then just keep moving where we're going, I guess.
Okay. So instead of 3 to propulsion, we'll do 2 on propulsion, 1 on life support,
1 on weapons, yes.
weapons.
Yeah, you don't
Okay.
need the shield because your shields are at 5 right now. You haven't taken hits.
Right, I mean, they can't hit shit.
All right, buddy. Yeah, we'll go with that then.
They've been really lucky too, though.
Yeah, I mean, luck is playing a big factor too.
They've been really lucky. So I mean, like
Right,
I think one of the Gunstars would have died by now. Probably. Go ahead.
So who's
Yeah, I was gonna
shooting
say-
at whom?
Joe is putting his fire in the Gunstar 3 after I kind of explained why the shield thing is kind of not helping. So they're trying to focus fire on Gunstar 3.
Drama Dog has been fixated on, I believe it is Gunstar 2 that originally like danced out of the asteroids and stuff like that.
Okay, well, in that case, Joe is just fighting whoever Drama Dog is fighting. So whichever one they're shooting, they're all shooting together is what they're trying to
3
do.
moved to kind of intercept, so I think we'll just decide for them to focus on 3.
Yeah, I mean, they both have the same shields.
And are,
Yep.
are these guys shooting over here?
I mean, if they're in range, they are. Nap, I moved him as far away because he wanted to try to disengage, but
Yeah, okay. And then,
Coward runs.
all right, let's start to the left. So they're shooting 2. 1 hit. They're getting shot 2 back. So both hits. Yeah, so let Nappy know. I guess work with him and McPanzer and like have McPanzer give him some ships to command. Cause he just lost his. Alright, now Gunstar 3, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shooting at him. This would be a bad time for their luck to switch. 4 higher hits.
I'll ask McPanzer if he wants to allocate some.
Oh, there we go.
Oof.
That's 6.
It ran out.
Let's see, how are we gonna...
Those are all on Gunstar 2, right?
I was on 3, Gunstar 3.
Oh, that's 3. Okay.
We're gonna make it cinematic. So their shields are gone and they are disabled. We'll see if they can restart. Alright, and then there's
McPanzer's controlling MDWTK's units
Correct.
as well. Yeah.
I'll ask him if he wants to allocate some to Nappy or whatever he wants to do.
Alright, so Joe's got the same problem. He just lost the last of his fleet.
Okay.
So
the second command ship?
yeah, he could take the command ship or some combo of fighters, I guess. Figure it out. So let Drama Dog know that the Gunstar shields are down and he's sitting dead in the water at the moment with lots of
The
experience.
It's listing and looks inactive.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know what we'll do. We'll probably blow it, but want to make it exciting at least.
Yeah.
Pros, and you want to come with me to McPanzer's channel and see what he wants to do so you can disperse it to...
Yeah, do you want me to
Joe
send
and
them
Nappy.
their dead person screenshots or confer and then send their new location screenshots?
Send the dead person screenshots and then... Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Oh, I forgot. These two.
Or Nappy and Joe, they fought to the end.
Alright. So you reverse direction and head north. As you do so, you fire at the 2 fighters to your west and take both of them out.
Hooray!
The enemy command ship's holding position, so next turn, if you maintain speed, you'll come into range again. To the east, you can see 4 more enemy fighters have been taken out, but Gunstar 3 has been heavily hit and looks to be in really bad shape. And that's it.
Oh. Well, that's no good.
So we didn't suffer any hits.
Your shields are at 4, so I guess you get hit once.
Ah, okay. 1 to life support, 1 to shield, and what gets us in the range of the capital ship?
It depends how much it moves. I don't know if it's going to move or not.
Okay, let's see. Let's get...
Honestly, I'd say put everything else into movement.
Yep, get us right in there. So that'll be 3 movement north.
Okay. Weapons?
They could see us approaching. If we get into range of it, just get a couple laser shots out. I don't think we are in range right now, are we?
You probably will be. You can do missiles
Yeah.
again.
If we do get in range, I'll let loose another 4 missiles.
Okay. And you're tracking when your particle beam will be recharged?
Yep, I think we've got 3 turns left.
Okay.
Yeah, so on turn 16.
Alright, gentlemen. So you head southeast or maybe you don't move at all. I can't remember. But Gunstar 3 interposed itself between you and the incoming fleet, and basically took all the hits that were coming your way. And hits they did take, they looked to be in really, really bad shape. You managed to shoot down 2 more fighters, and didn't take any hits yourselves this turn.
Right. So we're at 5 shields, right?
Yes.
If I spend anything on shields, would it be able to apply like later when we got hit, or does it only apply right now?
No, only when it's lower.
Okay, in that case, yeah. 1 to weapons, 1 to propulsion, and then the rest of the 3 into movement. I want to move north 3 tiles.
1 propulsion. North 3 tiles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Weapons.
Yeah, 1 to weapons.
Yeah. What are weapons orders?
Nick. I guess I'll do that for him this turn. Focus on the 2
Oh
closest
shit, sorry,
fighters.
I was muted, sorry. Yeah, the 2 closest fighters.
Alright, thank you.
All right.
Yellow.
Gentlemen, so you moved northeast, guns blazing. You managed to take out 2 enemy fighters. Unfortunately, this bold and brave move interposed you between Gunstar 2, and you took all the enemy fire from all directions in the movement, and that fire turns deadly accurate all of a sudden. Your shields were very quickly reduced to 0. Your weapon systems are down, life support is down, hull is unstable, fires are all over the ship, your control panel is sparking. There's a small chance you can maybe effect repairs and get it going again, but right now you're sitting dead in the water.
Okay. All right. So what are our options here? If we put it on shielding, does it repair the ship? Do we have to? Because we don't have any energy at the ship right now, right?
Yeah, right now it's a repair roll that I'll make. There's really not any orders you can give.
Yeah, fair enough. We're probably basically almost dead.
Yeah, you might be dead. But you did take out 2 fighters, and you saved Gunstar 2.
All right, man. Maybe they'll give us medals at the funeral. You know.
I feel like we should have just gone after that.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Might as well roll. Does the command ship get hit? Yes.
Okay.
That's enough to kill it. Did anyone take over the other command ship?
No. McPanger's handing off both of his squads to the other 2 guys because he's not feeling well, so he's going to go to bed.
Okay.
He's calling it a night. He is exhausted.
But he is not. He's not enjoying himself or mad or anything. He just wants to go to sleep because he's feeling.
He made it very clear that he was having a good time. He's just exhausted.
Goodbye, command ship.
It's on fire. What is it? Why is it?
Oh man.
Well, I was a little late to ask this, but what's the goal of this battle?
So the fleet armada is trying to get down to the planet to like destroy it or kill it or subjugate it, and they're just trying to stop the fleet. So
Evil Empire things. Very.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
that's 1 hit. That's another hit. Wow, these.
Oh,
Are they ignoring the ship that's almost dead?
Gunstar 1, the scout ship in front of it from Dramadog was ordered to like suicide its way in front of any shots from Gunstar 1. I don't think that's relevant at all because it's not even getting shot at by. It's yeah. Never mind. What was asked about the?
Is anyone shooting at the ship that's almost dead?
Nope. They were told to redirect to Gunstar 2.
Maybe the command ship can?
Were they ordered to?
I mean, the command ship was ordered to push forward and shoot at any Gunstar it can.
Oh, okay. Well, they were about to live, maybe. Well, let's see if they hit first. So 4 higher. If they get hit, they're dead. And then if okay, they get hit.
I gotta say, Zer's orders have been the same. I move forward 2 and try to shoot the Gunstar for the past like 2 hours.
It's almost over, and we gotta give them something. Okay.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Pew pew pew.
It's dead.
A bigger explosion for the Gunstar. There's my fire.
Zer also sent these scout ships to try to ram Gunstar 1.
Alright, and then there's 4 that are shooting at Gunstar 2. 1 hit. Wow, Gunstar 2's plot armor. They must be the protagonists in this movie.
That's the Gundam here.
And then we'll do 2 shots at these guys at least before the command ship dies. Give something to happen. 1 hit. Alright.
Okay. Are we doing another round?
Yeah. At least 1 more. We'll see.
Dramadog lost 3 ships. Wow. Damn. And confirm this command ship is dead. How did it die? I missed that.
4 missiles hit it. It was enough to finish it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I bet McFanzer's probably happy to have people take over.
They said he was not feeling well and tired.
That leaves me with just the 1 player. Okay.
Alright. So you head north. Enemy scout ships are trying to ram you. You've got laser cannons shooting at you as you come in. You take 1 hit to your shields. But then you fire your 4 missiles and they strike true, and the enemy command ship starts just exploding all over the place, and you've destroyed a capital ship. Well done. Some bad news.
Hooray!
Gunstar 3 explodes and is no more.
What?
They're gone.
Oh, that's no good.
What are your orders?
We should probably go help Gunstar 2 out.
J-Rock?
Okay. Let's see. Did we get hit at all? No.
We did once.
Okay. Yep. 1 to life, 1 to shields.
Put everything.
And
We gotta get over
3
there.
movement east.
I guess I might as well take pot shots at those scout ships that are trying to ram us. Laser cannon time.
Sorry, I'm taking a screenshot for the YouTube. The epic shot of the command ship getting blown up. Okay. So you're taking shots at the scouts as you move east?
Yep.
Okay. At both of them?
Yeah.
And do you have... Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Okay. Got it. Okay. Thank you. All right, gentlemen. So you move north. Your targeting continues to be spot on. You take out 2 more fighters. You're getting shot at by 3-ish fighters right now. And you watch as Gunstar 1 goes in, fires missiles, and finishes off the command ship to the north. It's got explosions and fires all over it. The bad news is Gunstar 3 is shot without any shields and is gone. Is no more.
Did they not spend anything on shields last turn?
Their systems were entirely down. They were trying to reboot and repair things, but they got shot while that was happening.
Well, all right. I'm gonna. Are we still at 5 shields?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should have told you. You're at 4 shields. You got hit once.
Okay. 1 on the shields, 1 on weapons, 1 on life support, 2 on movement. I want to move west 2 squares.
Okay. Guns.
Keep shooting at the fighters. Keep shooting at the nearest fighters.
2.
Yep, 2 of them.
Okay, got it. All right, thank you. All right, gentlemen.
We have died.
you were close to making repairs, and actually all the fighters stopped shooting at you.
Man.
But then the command ship came in, and one of its laser cannons targeted you, and it managed to hit you without any shields, and so you are dead.
Man.
But the game's almost over, so just hang out, and then we'll have a recap here soon.
Yeah, I mean,
sure,
I'm pretty sure that was the CIC Gunstar 1 just murdered, so...
Oh, yeah, but before you died, you did see one of the command ships blow up, and so you feel somewhat vindicated. Alright. Shoot at the scouts and miss. That's funny. They're dead, not shooting. Shoot at them. 1 hit. They're shooting back.
Brutal.
Are those other fighters holding back?
No, they're trying to engage. That's just as far as they can go.
No, it's just how far they are. Okay. It's not really even, but it's a good stopping point.
I think if the Gunstars decide to kite again, then it could go really, really badly.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Armada probably needed to just pull back and marshal their forces, but they do have enough fighters to where I think now they realize they need to focus fire. So if the battle continued, they probably would like put all of their fighters plus one of the command ships on one Gunstar at a time.
Yeah, probably.
They had to lose a lot of fighters to realize that, but like at least the guys I've been talking to after I've explained like how their shields keep revving up and stuff, that they've been trying to focus fire more. So
It's like 2/3 of their forces versus with like kind of the advantage a little bit versus like less than half. It's really rough for the Kodan.
Alright, let's bring everyone to the lobby. Hey, I want to see, can you, I tried changing permissions. Can you move people to the lobby? I want to see if you can.
yeah, let me see. Yep.
Alright, let's go there.
Yo yo.
Hello.
Whoa, 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 hey, whoa, what? Oh, hi guys.
Hello, alright.
Hello.
No, is it already over?
We got everyone here. Welcome, welcome. Alright, thanks everyone. So we have a few new players. So what we do at the end of the game is we're going to have a recap. The umpires will share what happened, and then we'll go through. Every player will have a chance to kind of share their experience and what they did, what they learned, what they do different. So to start with, I'm not going to ask who thinks they're winning like I normally do. I'm just going to explain. Let me share my screen.
Zer blew up. I'm gonna put it that way.
Zer's dead?
Nah, not yet.
He took an escape ship to
Not yet.
the other command ship.
Oh.
Alright, so the setting is, as you know, the planet Rylos is under attack from the Kodan armada. They only have 3 Gunstars to defend. So the Gunstars chose, they started here north of the icy moon, kind of hiding behind the asteroid. But pretty quickly gave up on waiting and hiding and kind of started moving out to find what was going on, and then ran into the fleet. It was coming now south. The fleet, of course, was huge, so you had 2 big command ships, which basically were coming this way with the fleet in front of them, had scouts in front. Oops, I don't know what that was. At one point, I thought the Gunstars were going to be like all separated and just die by defeat in detail, but they did manage to get back together at the end and support each other. But it was, I think they got sidetracked at the beginning, kind of scouting around, and that was a risk. But they managed to get back in time. Most of the fighting over here was on the west. I think the Gunstars were smart to pick a side and stick to it so that the enemy couldn't concentrate on them quickly. And then they did a pretty good job kind of like attacking and kiting and doing their best to stay out of range of the command ships while picking off the fighters. I will say Gunstar 2, they must be the main protagonists of the movie because they had plot armor and like the best luck the whole game. If they had odds to get hit 3 or 4 times per turn, they were only getting hit once or twice, basically the whole game. So they probably should have died, but they didn't. And then, ironically, at the end, Gunstar 3 moved to put themselves in front of Gunstar 2, kind of protect them, and then they got shot by 2 whole squadrons, and then the luck ran out, and they died, which was kind of funny. But Gunstar 1 did manage to take out one of the command ships at the very end. And so as we end the game here, we're down to 2 Gunstars, but they're both in good shape. And then you can see how many fighters there are in one command ship. So I'd say fairly even still, but probably slightly in the Gunstar favor, as they'll probably be able to pick off the fighters and then hit the command ship. Although I can see the strategy has changed. They're sticking close to the command ship and then doing better to concentrate fire. So I think the Kodan has learned from the fighting today. Overall, I was pretty happy with how the game went. These were new rules that hadn't been play tested before. It was probably in the Gunstar favor, which is, by lore that makes sense. But so maybe slightly balanced in their favor. But overall, I was happy with how it worked and the rules, and I really appreciate Prozan and Raven umpiring this with me. So I'll turn it over to them to share their experience and insights, and then we'll hear from you, Prozan.
Yeah, so I had Zer, Nappy, and Joe's squadrons over here on the left. I know their existence over here, but I haven't been here very long. So I thought the Armada's plan was pretty solid. They went forward, they spread their scouts out, and they engaged the Gunstars as they appeared. Um, there was some consternation towards the mid game about how how Gunstar 2 was still alive, and I can say now that like it was literally just luck. Like Joe and Nappy put so many shots in the Gunstar 2 especially, and I think mathematically it should have died twice over, but it just every time that James rolled for Gunstar 2, it was literally like one or two hits that their shields would repair when they could have taken like 8 or 9 and it just would have went down. And then like the first major attack that Gunstar 3 took, it went the other way and Gunstar 3 went down. So that was a little bit of poetic justice here. Overall, I think I agree with James that it's probably in favor of the Gunstars, but the Kodan understand that they need to focus fire now, and that's been working out pretty good for them. So it could go either way. It was an interesting battle. I've not done a space battle before, and I enjoyed watching it progress.
Thank you. Raven.
Yeah, this was my second time umpiring. It was a really cool scenario. I think this is a really cool rule set, kind of to just like get your feet wet in umpiring. If you see another space one, maybe check it out. I think the rule set wise, I don't know if you invited like feedback really, but it was as everybody's kind of stated so far, the pretty Gunstar favorite. I think maybe like a small tweak would probably be like give them 2 health pools, like one that's permanent, like a hull health pool, and then like 2 shields or something like that. So still 5 health, but like if they're too risky or not lucky enough, then they can't regen that back or something like that. And then maybe the fighter's another movement or some combination of that. But regardless, it was really fun. McPanzer joked a little bit as he left on a very positive note, said he had fun, but it was a little bit of walking simulator for him. The Gunstars were really able to like outmaneuver, but I was leading or running for Drama Dog as well, and he basically got the not the kill, but like the disable the mobility kill, and then the capital killed it. So that was really exciting, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you all so much.
All right, I'm just going to go down the list. So, starting with Nappy.
Yeah, I really liked it. I think we had the correct strategy in trying to go and focus fire on the enemy ships one by one. We didn't know exactly what their capabilities were, how fast they were until later on. We knew that, like, our ships were basically made out of Chinesium. So, one hit would kill them. So, basically the correct strategy would be just to focus fire on one of them and kill one by one. But it seemed that the one that we tried killing, just didn't die. But like when we couldn't kill that, we did what we could to buy time.
All right. Arch.
Yeah, man, this was interesting doing the space battle, man. I like trying something different. This was definitely different. Kind of a shame our luck ran out though, with the protecting Gunstar 2, I believe it was. We happened to jump in front of that, which is actually pretty funny. But I really enjoyed this. This is an interesting scenario.
Thanks. Dig.
Yeah. Frankly, I was understaffed going into this. Arch had some business to attend to, so I wasn't really around to. So I basically was in control of the entire Gunstar for the first couple of turns. Most of the early scouting, if you can call it that, air quotes, was my bad because I was like, okay, I'll just go over here, see what I could see. Once Arch came in, it was like, and I could leave all of that to him. Everything started coming together, and we could actually go in, rejoin the flight, start doing some damage to the Kodan as much as we could. We almost scored the final hit on Zur, but our missiles fell short, so we had to start thinning out the fighters, and that is unfortunately where we rather unintentionally protected Gunstar 2 from another nasty hit that probably would have hit this time. So, sorry guys, kept you from getting a good hit on the guy that wouldn't die. Otherwise, no, this was fun. This was fun. Nice little challenge. Certainly a fun change of pace from the red versus blue game that I was last in. Live Kriegspiel is so different. I should probably just be quiet now and just let everyone else do the talking. But man, different experience, very fun. I'd do it again sometime.
Good. Yeah, it's you feel more of the heat of battle because you got to make split-second decisions. You don't have time to mull it over like a play-by-post. All right, Drama Dog.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say I had an absolute hoot. It was a great time. Grateful to all the umpires that put this on. I was in command of the Kodan Reserve Squadron. And as a reserve, I didn't think there'd be much takeaway to other Kriegspiel games from like a space Kriegspiel game. But it really, really made you think about, how the ability to maneuver really, really influences how a battle plays out, because the Gunstars did an incredible job of, concentrating their force, kiting away, trying to lure the fighters away from the ships, and McPanzer and I pretty much spent the majority of the game hauling ass across the screen. And so even though we had the superior force on the day, we could never really fully bring it to bear. So I thought that was really well played by the Gunstars. They played to their strengths. And yeah, would nothing but positive notes from me. Thank you, team.
Thank you. All right, J-Rock.
Oh yeah, no, 10 out of 10 would chase a capital down again. MVP. It was a pretty good experience. I liked the pacing of it. Combat sequences were fun. And I definitely like the Navigator part of it, having to allocate the energy and everything like that. Even sometimes we were just foregoing life support altogether and just full movement or whatever else. But no, it was. I definitely like this rule set.
Thank you. Nick.
Yeah, so I think was it a couple of turns into getting shot at. The umpire James had already mentioned that. Yeah, my Gunstar 2 was basically the plot armor Gunstar. But I think overall, yeah, it was a fun experience. I think J-Rock mentioned the power allocation thing, which I did hear the Navigator for my Gunstar doing, which immediately made me think of FTL. The FTL faster than light. Because turn off the life support so that we can get more guns is practically a meme in that game. Oxygen is optional. Or rather, oxygen is a privilege, not a right. So yeah, I think I had a great time, and yeah, no real other comments.
All right. XTX.
Clearly, I am ordained by God to win at board games. With the luck I was having this game. I'm joking, of course, but I don't know. I think that it was a very interesting game. I think it's really hard to balance things like this, though, because like the Gunstars in the movie, are clearly kind of meant to be, kind of completely overpowered compared to the Kodan, but that's not very fun to play against, right? And so I think when trying to balance it, it inevitably kind of favors the other side, just because, I mean, if a Gunstar and a fighter can do like equal damage to each other, then it kind of favors the side that just has more to throw at the enemy, right? Because their damage output lessens less each time they lose something compared to the loss of a Gunstar or something like that. So I definitely would have liked to play this from the other side, just to see that kind of perspective of trying to overwhelm a Gunstar. But it was fun. It was a bit hectic trying to balance between shields, weapons, life support, and movement. But yeah, thanks for running things.
Thank you. And finally, the commander of the Kodan Armada himself, Zur.
Well, yeah, it was an interesting experience, but I have to be a little bit salty about how fast the command ship blew up. Like in the movies, the Gunstars have to move into a very specific position behind the enemy command ship to really take it out. They can take out like gun positions and stuff like on the command ship, no problem. But to really blow it up, they have to get into a very specific position. And here it was like, yeah, I'm at the very edge of my range and give it like a whole tower of missiles, and I just basically glanced at it and it's gone. That felt kind of strange to me. The other thing that I felt was the rate of movement between my command ship and my fighters was wrong. They were way too slow in comparison to the big lumbering command ship. And last thing is, I really had actually I had like 6 laser cannons on the command ship, but they couldn't do anything basically because I either couldn't get in range, they couldn't do point defense against missiles, and well, they had basically the same range as everybody else. So if I was in range, I was dead, and if I was not in range, I couldn't do anything. So that was kind of a very boring experience for me.
Understood. Thank you for the feedback.
Otherwise, thank you for running it, James. I think the suggestion with 2 separate health pools for Gunstars is a great one. And well, we'll see each other.
Yep. All right. Well, you're welcome to hang out if you want to keep talking. The next game next week coming up is the Battle of Belleau Wood, World War I. So that'll be interesting. So, thank you for playing, and have a good night or a good morning.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.